What's up, guys? This is Heaven the Coach, and I'm back with another YouTube video. Okay, guys, so today I have been blogging, so you guys will see this green scarf because today is Saturday, and I want to wish you guys all a happy Saturday. This video is going to drop on Saturday. So, y'all, I decided I was going to do a Get Unready with Me video because y'all, this ponytail, I put a little bit too much edge control and it just didn't mold right. Plus, I needed to wash my hair anyway. So, yeah, guys, I wanted to do a Get Unready with Me story time of me taking my weave out since so many of you guys seen me put my weave in. And, y'all, shout out to Growth-onomics on these inches because, y'all, we done came a long way. Your girl hair is just growing. I got inches. Yes. Y'all know my favorite song. I got hair and clean underwear. Okay. I might could put it in a bun this time for real. But anyways, let's move on. So today, y'all, I'm talking about a story time. And this story time is the time I snitched on my friend. Yes, y'all, I snitched on my friend. And it was a great learning lesson. But, you know, it doesn't feel good to, I guess, tell on your friend. But anyways, before I get too deep into, you know, the ending, let me go ahead and start at the beginning. So, guys, this was 6th grade at a middle school called Sandy Springs High School, and I had this friend named Nikki. I want to say her last name was Nikki Fernandez, but I'm not sure if that was her last name or not. Now, me and Nikki was like so cool. We just hung out. We did everything together. But on the other side of things, Nikki was a very, very boy crazy. Like, she just liked boys, and I didn't have a problem with it because shoot, I didn't care. Like, we were just cool. We never had an issue. We never really liked the same boys or anything like that, or it was just she liked it a lot. Well, not a lot, but she was boy crazy. So it was this one boy named Denzel Washington, and Nikki was head over heels about this boy named Denzel Washington. Now, before we get into Denzel Washington and why his name is important in this conversation about me snitching on my friend, let me give you the backstory about Nikki. So, Nikki, at the time, y'all, Nikki, she did tell me, like, let me start from the beginning. So, Nikki was in the 6th grade with me. We were in the same grade. She was being raised by her grandmother and 2 older sisters, Helena and Lahaina. I don't know, it's Helena and Haina. So, how did it go? So, I don't want to like put people's business out there, but she told me, so it wasn't like a big deal. And back then it was like, okay, I could just say, so Haina, remind you, Nikki was raised by her grandmother and her 2 sisters. So her grandmother was like a nanny, and her 2 sisters, one of them, I think she had a job, and the other one, which was Haina, she was a real money maker. Now, this was before Instagram, YouTube, and all of that. Haina actually had a website similar to like OnlyFans, but she had to market her website, and it was like you pay by the minute, but instead of saying dollars, it was in roses because she had to say that. And Haina, she was just like this, I don't know, I want to say Polynesian, but I don't think they were like Mexican, or I don't know her descent, but she looked kind of Asian as well. So she had like this interesting look. She was small, she was petite, and she had this big brand new Cadillac Escalade. So everybody in our school thought like, oh, Nikki's rich, you know, because Nikki had a lot of money. unless you went to her house and saw like, oh, she's a regular girl, you know, they're a normal family. So, you know, me being cool with Nikki, she ended up showing me Hyna's, you know, website. So I'm seeing like, back then she was getting paid $2,300 for a day to, you know, just hang out with her, I think. But she was getting a lot of money. And like I said, Nikki was boy crazy over this boy named Denzel Washington. So being that everyone knew that Nikki's family, you know, they didn't really know the backstory like I did, but you know, they see Nikki getting dropped off and it escalate and all of that. Denzel thought it would be a good idea for him to get a little pocket change from Nikki. Now, remind you, we're in the 6th grade, and I think Denzel Washington was like, you know, the top 5 boys to date. So with him being one of the top 5 boys to date, Nikki was like, oh my goodness, he's paying me attention. Let me get this money. Now, Hyna would go out of town and do whatever work. Sometimes she had people in town and do whatever work. And Nikki would steal money from Hyna. Now, okay, let me not jump to the end. So, Denzel ended up getting a lot of money from Nikki because, you know, it was readily available. If her sister's getting paid, you know, a lot of money, like OnlyFans, but actually doing real dates and getting trips and cars and stuff. Like, she was basically a sugar baby. Yes, that's what Hyna was. She was like a high paid sugar baby with a website and all of that. So I remember this one time, like, Nikki's sisters, they understood that they were raising their sister. So they allowed me to come over and hang out and just chill. And anytime they took Nikki somewhere, they allowed me to go with them. So it was just like a real friendship because my mom allowed me to go with her and her sisters and all of that. So one weekend, Hyna went out of town and she came back. And when she came back, she had that bag. Now, when I say that bag, she had the money. I had never actually been around when Hyna came back from out of town. She literally had her bags, had her luggage in her car, and we went straight to the drive-in movies. So we're at the drive-in. I don't know how much of this here I'm getting taken out. We're at the drive-in movies. We watching a movie and it's all cool. And Hyna and Helena, which they're like, yeah, they're sisters. They are sisters. They were off doing something, and me and Nikki and a girl who the grandmother watched, since I told you guys the grandmother was a nanny. She was like a little white girl with blonde hair. She kind of reminded, like, she was cute with a little bob, you know. She was just so nice. And it had been ongoing that they thought the little girl that nanny, that the grandma was nannying for, like, Nikki was kind of like pinning the money missing on the little girl. So they didn't never really have no proof. And honestly, I wish I was never there at the drive-in movies to even witness, because I had never seen Hyna's money, how much it was, how much she had in her duffel. And just to see, like, Nikki just, you know, go in there and take a whole lot of money. It's like a large wad. I think it was over $1,000. Actually, I'm pretty sure it was over $1,000. And remind you guys, we are in the 6th grade, so it just seemed like, whoa. So, and Nikki was stressed about getting Denzel his money. Like, Denzel was a little 6th grade pimp, and I mean, he was short. he was the shortest ever. So she was like stressed out. So she got the money. We go home and everything is fine. Like, we watched the movie. They dropped me off at home. And that's that. About an hour later, ring, ring, ring. It's Hannah on the phone, and she's calling my mom directly. She's like, can you please check Heaven's belongings to see if she got any of my money? I was like, so my mom comes in my room and says, what's going on? You need to tell me the truth. And like a gullible little girl I told my mom the truth. And when I told my mom the truth, she was like, okay, let's go. So we got in my mom's red Kia Sportage. It's like a little SUV, like a mini size SUV, and it was red. And I just remember this day because I was like, dang, now like my mom's gonna make me go over here and tell on my friend, basically snitch on my friend. So we get in the car and we go over there, and my mom didn't allow me to say anything on the phone. She made me go over there. We actually went over to her house because my mom, her whole thing was like, these people are being nice to you. They've been there for you. They take you out. You don't go to nobody's house and steal that. You know, it's caring about you, because people in this world don't have to care about you. And I understood that whole standpoint or whatnot, but y'all, I didn't want to get my friend in trouble. So anyway, we pull up to their house and we go in and we see, I want to say the little white girl name was Tabitha, but they have accused, well, they have asked everyone. And because Nikki had been planning it on the little girl, and Nikki said the little girl probably got it again, they made the little girl get naked and like, show us where the money is. Show us where the money is. I can't say they made her get naked. Let me take that back, because I don't know. They made her take, you know, I guess show she ain't had the money. And by the time we got there, her mom was there, and my mom was like, I need you to tell the truth right now. Tell the truth right now. And they said, who has my money? That's what Hannah said. And I said, Nikki got it. And the room went silent, and they was like, okay, thank you. And that was it. I snitched on my friend. How do I feel about it to this day? I still feel like me and her could have been really good friends, because like, I don't know, we really meshed well together, but I don't know if I would have been able to just not tell the truth, because her sisters were really good people to me. Now, nevertheless, it backfired on me. So when we went to school the next day, of course she told Denzel I was the reason why he didn't get his money. And, you know, he was telling me that I was a snitch and all that. So I had to go through that. But me and Nikki still stayed cool. And at that time, Nikki's sister was like, nobody can come over our house except for Heaven. So I was able to go over there and hang out still. And we were still cool. But I told you it was two sisters. The one that had the finances was Hannah, and then there was Helena. So after I had told Helena, like, oftentimes kind of bullied Nikki, like, oh, you're hanging around a snitch. And even Hina said something to her like, oh, if you ever do anything, you know, heaven's gonna tell on you and stuff like that. But I don't really care because, you know, it's all in the past. But the only reason why I said anything is because her sister was really a good person to me. And really, Nikki did need to stop giving Denzel the little short pimp all the money. So fast forward, Nikki moves, and her sister Helena still lives in Georgia, so she comes to visit her. And you know, Nikki like, oh, I'm coming to see you. She never showed up. I never got to see her. And she went to a dude's house. And the sister called and was like, you can tell me the truth. Is Nikki with you? And I was like, yeah, she is with me. She just in the restaurant right now. So, after that, her sister was like, Kevin told me that you weren't with her. And I guess because of what has happened in the past, Nikki went ahead and was like, I'm never your friend again. You always are telling on me, but I really did not tell on her that time. Because, shoot, Helena ain't really never did nothing. She was actually the mean sister. It was Hina. So, but either way, I didn't tell on her about going to a dude's house. Like, no. But yeah, guys, that was my story time. I mean, I really feel like that situation, it happened and it did teach me a lesson. Now, I really don't tell nobody business. But my mom, I think she just wanted me to do the right thing, and that's what happened because that's what she wanted. Comment down below, y'all. Tell me what you guys think. Would you have told the sister? And y'all remember I was in the 6th grade, so I don't know. So I'm gonna finish this and come right back. All right, guys, so that is done. So the only thing I got is this base perimeter right here. Yeah, like back part of my braids. And I was trying to see, did it have a little lifting? It got a little bit. It was hurting on this side real bad, but I don't know what was going on. I'm ready to just see and wash it. But thanks so guys. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this Storytime Get Unready with me video. Be sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and tell me down below more if you want more story times or any video topic you want to see me do. You guys, don't forget to tune in on Monday. I know I'm like a week late, but I gave some more people some time if they wanted to join in our gratitude journal project. So I'll be back on Monday with more talk about that. And yes, guys, have a great weekend and see you in my next video. Peace.